Hey guys, how are you? I hope you guys are all doing well. I'm here to give you your vibe of the day and your healing messages. Guys, as always, please like, share, and subscribe. It helps the message to get out into the world. And if you like, it actually really does help for YouTube to circulate these messages out there. That's why I say that. And then also, if you would like to, if you like a private message, or sorry, God, I am all over the place. Are you feeling all over the place? A private reading, please email me at phoenixrisingbydior@gmail.com. And I think that's it. If you subscribe, you'll receive notifications every time I go live. Well, sometimes. My hair is sopping wet. I went to the gym early and yes, it's drying. It's curly. It's all curly. It's curly, curly. Let's see. I used to have a girlfriend back in school. Her name was Durley. And we used to call her, she had curly hair. We called her Curly Durley. I don't know why it's come into my head right now. Okay, let's see. Not gonna deal. Ooh, knowing deceit. Knowing the deceit. Gonna with the High Empress. With the High Empress. Listen to me. High Empress. The High Priestess. No, the Empress. I'm getting confused completely. Why am I getting confused? There must be a reason. Are you confused why somebody deceived you? You're knowing the truth on this deceit. You're finding out the truth, how somebody lied to you, stole, was manipulating you. You no longer want to fight. It's like you just want to like stand back. You want to sit back, okay? You don't want to deal with this anymore. You feel like you're not going to get recognized anyways. You won't be recognized anyways. Like no matter how much work you put into it, they're not going to see you. So it's like, why fight? They're not going to notice the effort that you're putting into it. Show me clearly, Father in heaven, show me clearly. Yeah, see, not going to grow. There's no new beginning. There's no stability here. It's like, and I feel like if this has to do with funds, and I feel like you just feel like it's like less and less and less, like less funds. If it has to do with money, right? It's like less and less and less. Or if it's like your worth, your self-worth, it's like you feel like it's less and less and less self-worth coming. But you're like, I feel like you're just like, I just don't want to fight. Like I know how deceitful you are, and I don't want to do this anymore. Okay. What else? Father in heaven, Spirit guide, show me clearly. You know, this was not anything to be happy for. This union, it's like this union didn't cause you to be happy. You're like, I'm not going to deal with a third party energy anymore. I just want to be happy. I want to be with somebody who is going to make me happy. Somebody that I can be myself with. Somebody that I can just frolic around in the woods. I don't know why I'm feeling that right now. Maybe when it gets a little bit warmer. Somebody that you can just be yourself and be silly with and be who you truly are as a person, right? And that's kind of what I'm feeling right now. You're like, I don't want to deal with any more of the bullshit. I just don't. See, it's like you're thinking of the past. Maybe you're thinking how there was a time where you were like this with somebody, but it's like almost like you don't want to, it's like you're trying not to think about the past, but the past keeps coming into your head, right? The fun times, the innocent times, right? But I think now you're like, you know what? I'm ready. I have what I need. I have what I want. You're like, I'm growing. I don't care what happened to me in the past energy. I am healing. I know the truth was hurtful. I know how painful this was. I know what I deserve. I deserve somebody who loves me completely. And maybe, just maybe, you have some options out there. You're like, I thought you were the man, but you were less. I thought you were the one, but you are not the person I thought you were, right? Or I thought you were, I'm seeing masculine energy here, a lot of masculine. I thought you were the person, but you're not the person I thought you were. Okay, so what else about this message? We're going to switch to oracle cards here. Community. What about this community? Okay. So you couldn't go the distance. You don't want to go the distance. Don't go the distance with this community. All right. it's like you've taken too long to end this connection, Spirit's saying. You've taken too long to end this connection. Okay? But I know, whatever, time is an illusion, they say, but, you know, as humans in the 3D, time is a lot for us here, right? We don't see that we have eternity. We see that we have now. Now is the time, right? So it's like you've taken too much time, or you're about to end something. You were just kind of like, maybe you were just kind of going with the flow to see what was happening. But I think that right now it's like, I think you see this and you're like, now you just wanted to be like, well, let's see what comes in. Let's see what Spirit brings me. If you're spiritual, let's see what Spirit brings me. What about this? Okay. What else? What else? What else? Ooh. See, you're healing. That's 2 times. The 3 of Swords in reverse. The 3 of Swords and the Oracle deck is the same thing. See? Same thing. You're healing. You're healing from this heartbreak. You're healing from everything that happened to you in the past. You're ready to be victorious. You're making a decision. And you're like, all I need is love. Do, 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 do. Yeah, see? You're like, I just need to focus on myself, my self-love. I'm putting a plan together. I'm going to get my shit together, my shit in order. That's what I feel right now. You're like, I'm going to focus on me. I'm going to focus on loving myself. If you have a new person coming in, ooh, as I said, if you have a new person, this caring connection, if you have a new person, you're going to focus on this new person, or you're going to focus on finding somebody who will be your equal, okay? Your equal in life, in a relationship, or in a partnership. It could be a workship, whatever it is for you, right? Oh, these 2. I couldn't see how I kept myself tied up in the past. I couldn't see what I was doing to myself. I allowed myself, it's almost like I allowed myself to be manipulated. I allowed myself to be stagnant. Because you held for another person. And if you have another person, a new one, maybe this past situation has also kept you stagnant with the new person because you were somewhat in limbo. That might be for some of you, okay? What else? You need to heal your heart and end the connection, the old connection, okay? You need to heal your heart and end, oh my God, maybe you need to speak your truth. As I said end, my throat chakra just closed up on me. Maybe you need to speak your truth about ending this soul connection from the past. Okay, what's the outcome for this reading? What else do you want to say? No, I'm switching to healing. Healing, what do you want to tell them? What are the healing messages? Love begins sideways. It's like you're not quite allowing your heart to be completely opened, but you're like, I'm almost there. I'm kind of in the middle. Like, should I really? So if you have somebody new in your life, it's almost like, do I want to open my heart up to them completely? If you don't have somebody new in your life, and this is your self-love, it's like you're not 100% loving yourself. See, maybe you feel like you just don't have enough. You're not enough. Or you don't have enough. Oh God, it was just 11-1. And the love beginning is a #1 card, and it was sideways. So it's like, ooh, one just flipped. Let's see, where is it? Where are you? See, you know this destruction. You know you didn't want to see the truth in the mirror. You didn't want to see the reflection. You didn't want to see the truth in the mirror. You knew it was there. You knew the shadow side was there, but you didn't want to. You didn't want to witness this. And you also, I think I was saying this yesterday. It was like you need to come out of isolation. You need to come out of isolation to see this truth. to see this. Maybe your isolation was not only just staying inside your house, right? Maybe your isolation is from yourself as well, okay? Maybe you need to come out and see the truth of yourself as well. Because you feel like, it's almost like you feel like you're not going to be able to do this. You feel like no matter how much energy you try to see the truth, you're not going to be able to see your truth because you're feeling weak. It's like you don't want to see this truth of who you are possibly, but it's like, but you know, the crown chakra, but you know, right? You know the truth. You know, maybe you're afraid to see this. See, you know, you haven't been listening to your intuition. You haven't been listening to that gut feeling inside. Okay. Healing messages, please, with this deck. Healing messages. Healing messages with this deck, please. See, not loving. Now, I'm not sure. I guess for everybody, this is going to be something different. Is it that you don't love yourself? Or is that you don't want to love anybody else? Or is it you don't feel loved? Right? Or what about this love in reverse, please? Can you show me clearly? You know you weren't listening to your intuition on your gut. What about this? Show me clearly. No, nothing with this deck. How about this deck? Show me clearly. Whoa. Yep. I don't know. For some of you guys, this could have been a pregnancy. I don't know. I'm just saying. It may be, or a baby, or a baby mama, or something like that. Because you weren't listening to the intuition of your gut feeling, but your gut is in your abdomen area. I don't know. Maybe you weren't listening to your intuition about that. That could be for some of you out there. But it's like not loving what you know. Not accepting what you know. You needed some time to become aware of this. You needed to be in solitude, and now they're saying to come out of solitude. You needed some time alone to become aware that you needed to free yourself and not be so vulnerable to rebirth yourself as a human being, as a person. Because that's scary, right? That's scary. To make yourself new. Because think about it. You have to make a choice. How do I want to be? And then you have to take action to cognitively not be what you were doing before. So you need to actually specify what is it that you want to change about yourself, about your personality, right? That's hard. That's looking at your shadow side. And you didn't really want to do that before. But they're saying it's time to look in the mirror, come out of hiding. Maybe you put a drape over the mirror. I know in some religions they do that. Maybe you need to remove the curtain from the mirror and take a look at who you are as a person. Okay, what else do you want to say for healing messages here? What else? What do you want to tell the healing messages here? Healing messages. Inner knowing in reverse. You didn't know something. I'm going to put it back in the deck because it didn't come out completely. What about this inner knowing in reverse? You didn't know. You didn't know you had to be prepared. Because there were challenges ahead of you that you felt like you were too weak to deal with. And you didn't think so you couldn't face it. And like I said before, you didn't want to listen to your gut. You didn't want to listen to your intuition. But it's like you didn't know you need to always be prepared. Good morning. How are you? Thank you for saying good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let's see. Magic in reverse. You didn't want to use your power. You didn't want to manifest it. Or maybe you had friends manipulating you. Possibly. Or you didn't want to use your power. You didn't want to manifest having trusted people around you. Maybe that's why you were in solitude. You didn't trust anybody. And it was like you didn't want people in your life, possibly. Because abundance and happiness. You wanted to be abundantly happy on your own, possibly? Or you feel like certain people were not manipulating you in your friend circle, and this made you happy. Well, of course it's going to make you happy when people don't manipulate you, right? But I think Spirit's saying you're abundant. You have people, even though you feel like, and it's funny because the two cards that specify power, majestic power, universal power, have been in reverse. It's like you feel like you don't have this ability. You don't have this at your hand, like at your grip, but you are happy, and your abundance. It's like you have like a couple of trusted people around you that bring that happiness into your life, which is a great thing, right? Because you need to be happy. Release expectations, enjoy every day, let worries go. Instead, choose love, surrender to the waves. Your good destiny of love is sure. And now we have a mystical card in the upright. Okay, the shaman. You are the creator of magic. See, it's like you didn't believe you had this power before. Maybe you don't believe that you have the power to have friends and abundance and happiness in your life. But they're saying, yes, you do. You do. All right. You are the creator and the magician. Use the gifts for good. Always good, okay? Hi, guys. Aw, love you too. I'm in point. It's saying, you are the creator and the magician. Use your gifts for good. There is power in your wisdom and words. Connect with the element spirit and glide through the void. I hate the void, okay? Claim your place as keeper of the mysteries. See, it's like you know the truth. You know the truth. You know what you deserve. You know what you want. Vibrancy in reverse. Why vibrancy in reverse? Whoops. As I say that. Why vibrancy in reverse? You're not allowing your colors to show. And perseverance in reverse. You're not allowing your gifts to show. You're not allowing your gifts to show. So if you feel that you do have gifts, or there's something pretty damn amazing about you, it's like you're not allowing it to come out. Okay? Why? It's time to take that. It's time to take that adventure to being truly authentic to who you are as a person. You're not accepting your higher calling. It's like you're not choosing to accept your higher calling. Whatever your higher calling may be. Okay. All right. What else? Archangels, what do you want to tell the collective for today? Overcoming difficulty. You need to overcome difficulty, even though you feel like things may not come out into your favor. You need to overcome whatever this thing. But the overcoming difficulty card is the worst is now behind you. It's in the past. Okay? Even though you felt like you weren't safe, but the worst is behind you. You are, okay, got it. But between the card being far away, well, I need it to be so much because I'm losing my nearsighted vision. All right. You are surmounting any previous challenges, okay? Even though you felt like you weren't safe or you weren't well or this wasn't going to turn out well for you in the past. But you are beyond, the worst is behind you, okay? Which is a good thing. So if you thought the worst was yet to come, they're saying, no, it's already behind you. Leaving town Saturday. Ooh, lucky you. Glad worst is in the past. Been a hard 51 years of some crazy crap. Oh, God, I'm so sorry, Queen to be. Queen to be. Queen I am. I like that name. Queen to be, Queen I am. I was going to say, no, you are the queen, and then I read the rest of your name. All right, be at peace. Be at peace. You have relationship harmony coming in. They're fixing what you need to be fixed once you go outside. Once you go out, maybe for you, going outside of town, okay? Because you needed to, this is kind of funny actually, whoever, Queen Bee, you needed to clear your space. You needed to go outside, okay? But for everybody else too, it's like you have, be at peace. There is going to be harmony within you and maybe within a new connection or the connection that was meant to be, okay? My kids and their father are getting, well, that's a good thing. My kids and their father too. It's because you stand in your power, you don't allow them to control the outcome of your life, which I'm sure is new to them. Because as mothers, that's what we do. We give, we give, we give. We let go of who we are, right? All right, you need to clear space, right? You're going to go outside and everything is going to be new. Hello. Is it Lolo? I always want to say Lola when I see your name because it's far away from me. And I can't. Is it, am I saying that right? Is it Lolo or Lulu? Am I saying Lulu? I'm a terrible reader, just so you know. I'm extremely dyslexic, just so you know. As an adult, I've learned to overcome it. Wow. Let's see. See, you weren't being wise. You weren't being wise. You weren't using your wisdom to your power. It's like you weren't using your wisdom to make you grow. The knowledge that you had within you, you weren't allowing yourself to use it. See? You're finally like getting to this place in your life where you're just like, I depend on me and me alone. If you come into my life, that's great. Sure wasn't you. But like, if you come into my life, that's great. New person, whoever it is. But I will no longer put my life in somebody else's hands. It's about me, right? That's what I feel like. That's where you're at right now. Okay, and what else? Please, Spirit. What else? You didn't get everything you needed. It's like you don't, but you don't, it's almost like you don't need to be, you don't need to be counseled. Or it's like, you didn't, oh, I get it. You didn't get everything that you needed from your counsel. Counsel, all right? For everybody, this could be anything. Counsel from spirit, because these cards fell sideways. You didn't gather everything you needed from the information, from your spirit guides, or from within you. From the lawyer, from the therapist, from me, whatever. It's like you didn't get all the knowledge that you needed. You didn't get, or your past cycle, you just didn't get everything you needed. And it's like you didn't want to listen to the counsel about this. Does that make sense? Okay? This wasn't giving you what you needed and you weren't paying attention to the signs to allow yourself to move on maybe in the past. Okay. Don't waste your time in the past. Don't waste your time in the past. Okay? Yeah, wow. And it's funny because it's the Time Master and it's in the reverse, but he's got like this infinity symbol here, if you can see it. And it's in reverse. Something that maybe you thought was going to last forever. Don't waste your time in the past. And for Queen to be and Queen I am, or for those of you who are, it's going to sound horrible, making decisions based on children, don't waste your time. Don't waste your time with the children too, because this is the child in reverse. They're older. They don't need you. right? They need you emotionally, but you know as well as I do, because I have older kids too, they're going to do whatever the hell they damn well please. So like, focus on you. Like, stop wasting your time with this. If you're trying to make them see by you, like what is right by you, and that what you're doing for yourself is just, it's almost like, no, just focus on you. Good. You know what? My kids are mad that I'm moving forward too, but I don't care. I don't care. I love it. Yeah, because you know what? Because when they go out and they do their thing, they don't give two shits about what the hell I say to them and who they can hang out with and if they should be smoking weed and all these other great, beautiful things that comes along and who they should be sleeping with. Right? Yeah, so it's about my life. They're old enough to focus on them. And as you said, you have older children. It is their job. So they're saying, stop wasting your time. For anybody who's wasting their time, I was making decisions based on my 22-year-old. He has, Asperger's. That's hard. Well, that's a different situation. You know, you have a child who needs you. But that doesn't mean that you can't focus on you while attending to his needs. Does that make sense? You can still do what you need to do and attend to your son's needs. Because, you know, I'm sure I'm not sure, but I know people who have Asperger's, as they get older, they do become more self-reliant. They do need you, right? Yeah, you know, but you still can focus on you and pay attention to his needs. Because it's almost like, how do I put this? It's different because you have a son who has needs, right? But still, it's almost like that. You ever see those moms? I wasn't one of those moms, so I'm just going to confess to this right now. Who coddles their kids, who's constantly running behind them every time they fall, every time they go on the playground. Like, I was never one of those moms. I was always like, oh, they got it. Like, they can do this, you know? And then as the kids get older, they have a really hard time detaching from that. But there comes a time when it's like, it needs to be about you, you know? You know, it needs to be that time where it's like, it needs to be about you. And I think Spirit is trying to tell you that. Stop wasting your time on the children, the child in reverse. And it's like, don't. And it's funny, I keep saying 16:6, like, and 1. So 166, right? It's like a new beginning in a union, in a loving, caring union. But I honestly feel like it's about being in union with yourself. You can't be, and honestly, and that comes to play with the twin flame journey, right? It's not about coming into union with your twin in person. It's about coming in union with yourself, your soul self, and about them coming into union with their soul self, right? And once you're in union with who you are and they're in union with who they are, in the 5D you are in union, even if you're not in union in the 3D, right? I know it sounds so hard. It's complicated, right? It's complicated. It's time to think about you. It's time to put your needs first. You can do everything for everybody and still put your needs, still focus on you, right? All right. With this deck in particularly, I really read the cards. This is it's the Didnt cross, right? In Catholicism, this is a symbol for a special cross with all the saints around it and everything. But this is like sideways. And I'm coming in together with these cards. I feel like you are stuck on doing what you were supposed to do, because religion is doing what you're supposed to do, right? Not doing. You were stuck on like, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can focus on me, right? I need to think about the children. But look at all these moons. How many moons have passed that you focused on them and it wasn't about you? And you stuck still. You stood still. You stood still because your focus was on that. And they're saying, Focus on you, but if you need to focus on the children, do, but still focus on you. This kept you stuck. Okay? Now, I'm not talking about if you have little kids and they need you. You still need to focus on your kids. But you can still focus on you while having little kids. I did it. I know a lot of people who do it. And then I know a lot of those cuddling mommies who lose themselves 1000%, which is horrible because there's a day when you realize, oh shit, my kids are gone. Where am I? And then the needy moms, come home, call me, instead of being like the moms who are like, come on girls weekend, my girlfriend, see you later. You know what I mean? Instead of being about you or being happy in your life too. You can do both. It's a balance. It is a balancing scale, right? Anything else you want to say with this deck, Spirit? All right, this is kind of funny because of this cross that came out sideways, okay? And what did I say to you? Like, you were stuck in what you were supposed to do, okay? So these cards all came out. You were accustomed to giving yourself away. You were stuck. You're stuck in the mentality of being accustomed of giving yourself away because that's what you're supposed to do. That's what moms are supposed to do, right? But this kind of kept you in sadness, right? Oh, thank you. All right, because, and you felt like, would I be disappointing God? Would I be disappointing the universe if I did what I wanted for myself? Yes, all hugs to all you guys, because, you know, God knows a lot of us have difficult parenting situations. So it's like you were stuck in this mindset, but this is what I'm supposed to do. But God's saying, and the universe is saying, stop. Stop. Stop throwing it to, stop giving yourself away. Stop sacrificing your life for kids who are one day going to grow up and not give two shits about you. Sorry. Except for, am I coming over for Christmas? What are you going to get me for, are you buying me a car? Are you doing this? Can I have this? Because it's not about you. It's about what they can get from you. It's a little bit about you. It's a bit about, I love my mommy, but bye, I'm going to do my thing, right? And as they get older, they more go do their thing. All right, anything else here, Spirit, for closing messages here? I don't know why I keep saying in my head, thank you, Jesus, thank you, Jesus. I don't know if somebody's saying that. See, have faith. Having faith. Thank you, Jesus, thank you, Jesus. It's like, maybe you need to say thank you, Jesus, a little bit more. It's like you don't know if you have enough faith. You don't know. Because women, we are conditioned to believe that we must be self-sacrificing and we aren't good women. Absolutely, that's what I'm saying. Pachamama is like your ancestors, like your grandmother, right? You know that you were supposed to do this. You were proposed. You were proposed. You were supposed. You were supposed to do the way you were taught to be, the way society taught you, maybe the way your grandmother taught you, or your mother taught you, or the way what people said, how things were. It's like you were hung up on what you're supposed to do, right? But it's not. It's about doing what you need to do for yourself, okay? And stop sacrificing who you are. What is this? All right, what was this? All right, guys, let me see. Yep, you got to be what you can be. We all have to be what we can be. One more. Okay, pride. It's time to stand in your pride, guys. Your past that you're not proud of and who you are today as a person. Okay? It's time, and I see 17-7, a new beginning in your spirituality, in your self-pride. Okay? It's time to stand in your pride. You know what? Do you know how hard it is to be proud of this side? The side that you weren't proud of for so many years. Spirit is saying, be proud of it. It made you who you are. All the shit you went through is what made you who you are. All right, guys. Love and light. I will try to be back tomorrow. I have mediation at 10 a.m. So I really need to like get my shit together early. All right, guys. Love you guys. See you tomorrow.